A purple and gold good day, and welcome in to our next edition of Impact Dukes. I'm Kurt Dudley, Director of Broadcast Services for the Dukes of James Madison University. And in this series, we're talking with JMU student athletes or alumni who have been impacted by COVID-19 or are making their own impact on COVID-19. And quite honestly, I don't know anybody that hasn't been impacted by this particular pandemic, quite obviously. So today, we're joined by Natalie Nettemeyer, who is a rising sophomore with the JMU women's soccer program. She's from Richmond, Virginia, went to Deep Run High School. And Natalie, to start off things for our viewers, want to get a little bit of a history of just, well, how did JMU become the place for you to study and to continue your career as a women's soccer player?
Hi, thank you for having me. So basically, my brother goes to JMU, so he kind of says that I followed him there. But I guess it got started when I got accepted to the Honors College. So I was definitely set on coming to JMU, and then my brother mentioned that there was a soccer camp coming up, and so I decided to go to it, and things went really well, and Coach Walters gave me an opportunity to play for the soccer team. And I was just really excited to come to JMU, and it's just been a great experience, and I'm so grateful for everything.
Well, obviously, since you're in the honors program, that was certainly an attractive feature to you. But after being there almost a full year, and the only reason I say almost is because, well, we had this sudden change. But what has guided you, directed you into the career path that you're considering and where you're going now academically? What are those guiding forces?
So my major is health sciences, and I'm really interested in nutrition. I've been impressed with our program, our team. So Leah, our trainer, and Lauren, our dietitian, has taught me a lot about nutrition and everything. So they kind of inspired me down the career path that I've chosen.
Well, when you heard the announcement that campus was going to close, that you were going to move to online classes to finish up the semester, first of all, what were your initial thoughts on that? And secondly, how did you make the adjustments? Where was your resiliency in creating and adjusting your own mindset to how to finish out the semester?
So when the news got broken to us, we were just in the beginning of our spring season. We just had our first mini game tournament, and it went really well. So I guess we were all kind of bummed when the news was told to us. My mindset kind of was just finishing out my spring classes strong, since I had a bunch of extra time to study and everything. And now I'm just focusing on the fall and getting ready for that.
All right, let's get to one of the things that you're doing as far as the COVID-19. GenetWorks. Now, this is a company that I understand started in 2013. Really interesting company there in Richmond, one which combines genetic data as well as pharmacological information to customize medical treatments, medicine for individuals. It's, after all, we all have different DNA, although we share a lot of the same DNA as well, but they do customize it based upon what those DNA and the genetics do show, as well as the pharmacological data they do. So it's on a very small level, a microbiological level. Well, we're dealing with microbiological things now, and I wanted to give a little bit of a background of that company. You're working with that company now, and how did that come about? I think your brother may have had something to do with that one too, huh?
Yes, so my brother worked there a few years ago, so he kind of helped me get this internship and put in a good word for me.
So what do you do? What are your responsibilities there for GenetWorks?
So basically thousands of samples come in each day. So I kind of work more into when I get the samples, we have to sort it out and we register them and prepare everything before it gets sent back to the lab to get tested. And right now the lab is providing thousands and thousands of samples each day. So we're really busy.
Yeah, it sounds like, and to clarify for the viewers what Natalie is doing, these are the actual tests for COVID, potential COVID, having COVID-19, basically. So with that, do you have to gown up? How careful are you in this circumstance?
Yeah, we wear our lab coats, a mask, and some gloves, so.
Okay. but you're not necessarily handling the samples themselves. You're just processing them.
Actually, well, I do get to handle it a little bit. So I'm like touching the vials and everything, but I'm not conducting any tests or anything.
Okay, good. Thank you for that clarification on that, certainly. Now, what do you find to be most gratifying in what you're doing in helping all of us to cope with this situation?
There's a lot of people like doing their part to help out. It's a crazy time, and just knowing that I'm doing a small part to help out makes me feel good. And knowing that what I'm doing could like help save someone's life is pretty rewarding. So I'm just glad for this opportunity.
Can you share with us a typical day? Let's kind of put this in perspective. A student athlete, you were still taking classes online, going to work, putting all these hours in with GenetWorks. How did you balance all of that?
So I didn't start working until school was over, but once that happened, I've been putting in like 40+ hour weeks, so it's been really busy. So I try to find time before or after work to work out and stuff.
So you've actually had two phases of mindsets. One, when everything kind of shut down, and two, after you ramped it back up to go back to work.
Just like for working out and everything, it's been a lot different since like all the gyms are closed and everything. So my parents decided to turn our garage into a little gym for me, which was really nice. My mom bought me a squat rack, and then my dad made these little boards so I can kick the soccer ball against. And I've just been doing a bunch of stuff, like getting touches on the ball, going up to the high school and pushing cars with my dad is pretty cool.
All right, so that's my next question is, where do you continue to find the motivation? And obviously your parents are very supportive of you staying on the right path, but where do you get that support system too?
My teammates, coaches, like the trainers, they always keep you motivated. Like I keep in touch with my teammates quite a bit, so just seeing them put in the work motivates me to do my part, and of course my parents.
Well, I'll tell you what, no part is too small in what we're all dealing with these days. So thank you very much for what you're doing on behalf of all of those in purple and gold and all of us here, in this country as well. So Natalie, I do appreciate you joining us here for this Impact Dukes presentation, and we've got some more down the line as well that we'll be publishing for you. Natalie, thanks once again, and go Dukes and stay safe, won't you?
Thank you. Thank you.
Natalie Nettelmeyer, as she is a member of the women's soccer program at James Madison University. I'm Kurt Dudley. Thank you for joining us.